This video is for Theme, Control and Sensing, Unit Scratch It, and this is video 4. In this video tutorial, I'm going to talk to you about and demonstrate how to change the background image of your stage. So you can see that at the minute all I've got is a white background. I need to be able to change this background, and the way I do it is very similar to changing the look and feel of a sprite. Down here in my sprites palette, this is where all of my objects and characters will appear. As you can see at the minute, I only have one, which is sprite 1, which is my cat with the balloon. However, I also have this little screen here called the stage. Now just notice this before I click on that. When I click on the sprite, I have this script attached to that sprite. Also, if I go to costumes, I have these costumes attached to that sprite. I can also click on sounds, and if I want to, I can attach this meow sound to that sprite. Just going to go back to scripts. Now then, as soon as I click on this stage, notice that all of this disappears. There we go. Now what I've activated is I've activated the background, the actual background of my computer game, which we call the stage. Now the stage has currently no script, so I haven't attached any programming to the stage. We can do that, and we will do it later on. For example, we might want to change the background image to a different background image at a certain point in the game. And if I want to do that, I'll have to attach a script inside here. Also on the stage, you'll see that I've still got the same tabs. I have backgrounds and I have sounds. Notice that this middle one is named differently. It's called backgrounds. If I click on sprite 1, you'll notice that that calls the middle tab costumes. Whereas if I click on stage, that calls the middle tab backgrounds. So that's an easy way to remember what it is that you're actually looking at here in this palette. If I'm on the sprite, it will say costumes in the middle tab, and if I'm on stage, it will say backgrounds in the middle tab. Now, like before, you can see that if I click on the backgrounds tab, just like the sprite, I'm able to edit this background. So if I click on the edit button, I can now change what this background looks like. So for this example, I'm just going to get a big brush, I'm going to get a green, and I'm going to draw some grass. I might draw it straight actually, like that, with a bit of a bump because grass isn't always straight. I'm going to colour in the bottom here. I'm then going to get a fill tool and choose a blue colour for the sky. I'm going to fill this area in blue. I'm then going to get a brush tool again, maybe a smaller brush, just slightly smaller, and I'm going to draw some foreground. So for example, I'm going to draw a tree. And on that tree, I might have some leaves. Like that. And also in my sky, I might have a sunshine. Like that. Press OK. And you'll notice that that background has now applied itself to my stage. I can now click on the sprite. Once I'm on the sprite, I can drag the sprite down onto the grass. And because I have a script attached to this sprite, which says when I press my arrow keys to move the sprite, you'll notice that I can now move the cat on the grass. I can move him up, I can move him down. At the minute, I can actually move him up and move him up into the sky, which obviously isn't ideal. But you can see that my game is now taking shape. I've drawn a background on my stage here by going to backgrounds and editing the background. I've got a script on my sprite 1, which is my cat here, and I'm now interacting with my game.